Are you a parent and you're tired of the daily battle to get your child to practice their instrument? Well, you are not alone. In this video, I'm going to give you some positive strategies to help your child feel like practicing their instrument is a choice and not just another chore to check off the box. Okay, let's go. Hi, my name is Aticia Edwards, and I am an elementary music coach. I coach students between the ages of 4 and 10 about the fundamentals of music and really how to learn to love their voice and learn to love their instrument. Okay, so let's go. So you have a child and they just started taking music lessons and classes, and they don't really want to practice their instrument. And you may be thinking, oh, my child's lazy. No, 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 no. That is not the case. It is not because your child is lazy. It is more than likely because they see it as another academic activity like homework or math homework or reading assignment, and music just falls under that umbrella. When a child is that young, it's okay to leave space for them to be creative. Okay, so first, let's talk about why they are avoiding practicing. Is it because they see this as another academic task, like a math homework assignment or a reading assignment, and they just see music as another way to rigidly practice or learn something? They may feel that it's too hard or it's too boring and they're really just not getting it. And instead of them expressing or articulating, hey, I don't get this, I don't know what's going on, they're expressing it in an outward way where they just don't even want to do it. They just want to avoid it altogether. Like, I'm not getting it. Let me just take a step back. And that could be a reason why that they see this as just another task or chore. They may associate practice with pressure or a daily performance or something like that. When they're done with school, they want to have fun. They want to be free. They want to express themselves. And we don't want them to see music as just another course or something to that effect. Before we get into strategies, we must first understand the why of why they may not like practicing. And that's really something for you to assess for your individual child. Get into the why. Is it because they're just not getting it? Is it because they see it as homework? No kid likes homework. I never liked homework when I was a kid. Did you like homework? Just ask. Is it this reason or is it that reason? So find out why they actually don't like it. And I can almost guarantee you that it's not that they don't like music. They probably love music. It's just that they don't like the task associated or the pressure associated with learning something new. Okay, so here is step one. Create a easy routine, a very short routine. So have them practice for I would say 15 minutes per day is good. They don't want to overplay or over practice. There is such a thing as that, believe it or not. On one of my old or older Instagram posts, I have a post in the classroom where I'm saying, do not over teach. And you can kind of convert that into do not over practice. When you're over teaching or when you're over practicing, you're kind of losing the reason or your why to why I'm doing this in the first place. When you're over teaching or over communicating, the message gets lost. So, in the same way, when you're over practicing, the message gets lost. The why gets lost. Why am I practicing? Am I practicing to get an A or a check mark from when I see my teacher? Or am I practicing because, man, I really, really enjoy playing this instrument? So, that's my tip. Do not over practice and create a really, really quick routine, like 10 to 15 minutes. And it doesn't matter what they do in that 10 to 15-minute routine for now. In fact, the less they do, I think the better. Because the less they do, the more they're going to want to do in the future. So when they get on that piano and they say, oh man, practice time is over, I was actually really feeling this. They have a chance to actually miss it and want to come back to said instrument in the future. So, you got to give yourself a chance to to miss something, to miss your boo, to miss your instrument or something. So in that short practice routine, they can do their warm up, they can do their lessons. So like whatever song that they're learning, and like the last 2 minutes, they can have free time, like just play around, play something, just be creative, create. So the thing about little children is they're so precious and they love to be celebrated. So if they're doing a really, really good job with their consistency in their practice routine, give them a sticker or a little treat, piece of chocolate or something. And that will then incentivize them to keep going and keep going and keep going. Now, you don't want to overdo it. You can over treat someone. To the point where they will start to expect it, but just very sporadically, very occasionally. Um, but you don't want to spoil them to the point where they're like, where's my treat? No, you don't always get a treat. It's a mistake that I made as an elementary music teacher is over treating my children to the point where they're like, oh, okay, I did good. I did the right answer. Do I get a treat? That was my fault because I spoiled them. Another strategy is focus on progress, not necessarily perfection. Progress. Are they putting in effort? Are they showing up consistently? Are they enjoying themselves? Are they articulating what they learned, what they didn't learn? That's progress. And progress isn't always perfect. Another thing I would suggest is to, of course, have fun. So what you can do is if your child has watched a movie like Frozen or the Bee movie and there are songs on that movie that they love to sing, you can say, oh, can you play this song for me on the piano? Can you play this song for me on your guitar or on your ukulele? And that will really, really get their creative juices flowing. And it's also good for ear training. So you're killing two birds with one stone. Because what child doesn't want to sing their favorite Disney song or play it on the piano and then go back to school and show their friends? My students love to do that all the time. They love to play on my keyboard when I let them and show me songs that they've learned, that they're self-taught from movies and different video games and things like that. So yeah, that's one way that I would do it. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe. Another strategy that I would use is ownership. Whenever, just take the principle of ownership. Whenever someone has ownership of something, whether that be a business or a role in any sort of organization, they start to care for it more. So if a child has ownership in their learning process, they'll be more invested. So for example, you can, instead of them, well, not instead, but I would say in addition to them taking their weekly music lessons with their teacher or what have you, and the teacher assigning them something, I would say they can assign themselves something. Hello, let them do it. Let them choose a song that they want to learn. It can be either by paper, by sheet music, or by ear, and have them learn the song and perform it for you. That way, the pressure is not being put on them by you or external people, but the pressure, not for lack of better words, pressure, and it's not really pressure, the excitement rather, is being put on by themselves. They're taking ownership in their future, in their music, and their education. And whenever we have ownership, we always do the extra mile for that. So have them take ownership. Another way to get your children interested is make it a family time kind of event. So it's not just them sitting in the corner on the piano being lonely or them locked up in a room kind of doing their own thing. Make it a family event. I have one student that's 4 years old and his parents are heavily involved in his music lessons, to which they have a big whiteboard kind of thing, and they let him draw quarter notes and eighth notes, and rest is as we're learning, they're just letting him draw on the whiteboard so he can kind of practice his rests and his quarter notes and his notes and things such as that. So make it a family effort so they're not just by themselves. They're young. They need support. They need someone by their side. So that's my other tip. Remember, the goal is not perfection. The goal is consistency. So, are you a homeschool parent or a parent in general and your child is doing music lessons? Choose any tip from this video and implement it. Let me know in the comments down below how it went. And let me know what other topics you want me to talk about as far as it relates to your child and early music development. Are you a homeschool parent and you're looking for online music classes for your child? Well, click the link down below for my waiting list for my first cohort of online music classes. Until next time, friends. Bye for now.